one very important thing you weren't taught in school is your emotions and how to deal with them. So I decided maybe I can teach you that because it's very important. So here is how to cope with your emotions. The first thing, if you want to learn how to cope, is you need to understand that there are two different types of emotions. So the first one is called action based emotion. So let's say you stub your toe. Oh no, and it hurts, and now you're sad because it hurts and you cry. What can you do now? Well, you can go to a doctor and he can fix it and it's not going to hurt anymore. This is an example of an action based emotion. It's an emotion that's going to cause you to do something, and you should. Now, the second type of emotion isn't action based. There is no action because they exist there just for you to feel. They're here there to complete your emotional cycle. For example, let's say that somebody in your family unfortunately passes away. What you need to do isn't try to bring them back or something. It's just grieve. You need to grieve, you need to cry and all that stuff. So yeah, there is no action. You just feel the emotion in this second example. Okay, now that we learned two different types of emotions, let's begin to learn how to cope. Okay, the first thing, this might sound surprising, but to cope, you actually need to name what you're going to feel. Now, I want you to tell me how do you feel right now? A lot of people, including myself, did not know the answer to this question immediately because I didn't know how to process my emotions. The more I name my feelings, the more I learn to name my feelings again and again and again. Eventually, I begin to understand how I feel. Here, I'm going to show you a circle of feelings that I used to identify how I feel. We need to be careful though when naming our emotions because of one thing. There could be a secondary emotion that came from another emotion. Let's give you an example. Let's say you're trying to find something to wear tomorrow for a wedding and you don't know what, so you're frustrated. But because you're frustrated, that frustration turns into sadness because you think you will not have anything to wear tomorrow. But that sadness is not your emotion. You know what it is? Frustration. That is your emotion. That is the one that you feel. The sadness is just what frustration made you feel. So that is to keep in mind. What you need to focus then is not on the sadness, but on the frustration that caused the sadness. That the naming part is done, it's time to move on to the feeling part. After you named your emotion, you just need to take a couple of minutes to actually express them and feel them. For example, if you're sad, cry. If you're angry, make that angry face. Or if you're like, I don't know, scared, feel scared. Okay. Now you named your emotion, you felt it, and now to the final part. You need to understand whether you need to act on your emotion or not. First things first, where did that emotion come from? And is that something that it came from fixable or not? For example, if somebody dies, you can't fix that. They're dead. But for example, if somebody is, I don't know, angry at you, you can fix that. You can talk to them, understand them, and all that stuff. And that's it. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe because the amount of subscribers I have at the end of the year is the amount of money I'm going to donate to a charity you people choose. Peace out.